First and foremost, I got to thank God, because without Him, none of this would be possible. And I also want to say thank you to all of you for coming out and sharing in this great moment with all of us and the other three inductees that will be with us, that you'll hear from later. President Hines, Mr. Tim Duncan, thank you for all your kind generosity. Appreciate everything that everyone has done, and I really truly hope that I've represented you all the way that you think I should have. This journey started a long time ago. Great man who got inducted last year by the name of Mason Barfield really had a hand in making a lot of this possible, because if he did not sign the scholarship, I would not be standing here. And so that kind of helped to jumpstart the career. Coach Brad Johnson, he's the one who recruited me. He's not here. I couldn't get in contact with him, but he's the one that kept pulling and tugging. And at the time, I don't know if many of you know this story, I was still in the service when Coach Brad Johnson saw me play. We came up here to play Atlanta Metro in a tournament. And normally, like what we would do with any Army team, we would just go and change and get on the bus and go get something to eat and head back to the Army base. But Coach Johnson was waiting in the corridors for me, and he told me, he said, I got something for you. Would you like to come play for us? And when are you playing again? And so he kept pushing and tugging at me, but not to belabor the point, I do want to thank some special people. Many of you know Dolores Cox. She's not here. And if you know her, you know she's a big time fan of the Haves and Have-Nots Tyler Perry show. And the reason why I bring that up, because she's the one who nominated me for this prestigious award, and I know why she did it, because she wanted to meet the other biggest fan from the Haves and Have-Nots, which is my mother. So she's down here in the front, and a lot of this wouldn't be possible without my family supporting me and so forth. And also, I have to mention this. We are a very competitive family. My brother, who's down here in front, he won a state championship with Doherty High School, playing at the Georgia Dome. My sister was the Sun Belt Player of the Year, playing at the University of New Orleans. And they always bring that up. Anytime we have a family event, they're going to tell me about their accolades. So I want to say to them today, look at me now. I have to thank the teammates that I played with. Coach Gibbons mentioned it, the Corey Baldwin. Not only was it point guard that I played with, we also roomed together. After we graduated, we were roommates. And when he was jump starting his career and I was moving into the education field, he has the number 10 team in the nation right now. He's doing very well. I was very fortunate to play with guys like Robert Conley, A.J. Rouse, Joey Benjamin, Kareem Harris, and the list just goes on and on, because those guys were so great. Jay Gibbons. Without them, there's no way that I could be the top assist leader. So I had to have someone to pass it to do something with it, and those guys were all capable, and we did a really nice job. But I want to tell this quick story before I get out of here. I called Coach Gibbons. Coach Gibbons is a wonderful guy. Really helped turn a lot of things around for Clayton State and the basketball program. But you can tell when somebody really cares about you, because they never let you forget the moment you let them down. So I called Coach and I said, Coach, hey, we got this thing going on, I want you to come and talk and, introduce me and so forth. He said, sure. But do you remember when you missed the layup that would have put us in the finals to help us go to the championship? Yeah, Coach, I remember. But, so we have a good time about that. That was the year we thought we had a really good chance. We were 19-9. I think a little history played into that. The selection committee didn't select us, but the next year they went to the playoffs and I think went to the Sweet 16. Am I correct, Coach? So we did really well. So the turnaround started to happen, and I was glad to be a part of that. Coach mentioned, I wanted to talk about my most memorable moment. One of the things that was so special about that moment was the fact that it was February 9th. We were at the other CSU, and triple overtime game, and I was able to hit the game-winning shot, but what made it so special was the thing that I could tie it to that I would never forget, even if I have a touch of Alzheimer's one day, is that it was on my dad's birthday. And, you know, my name is Charlie L. Frazier Jr. for a reason, and, you know, that man right there is a great reason why I think you see the person that I am. Because I know one day people are going to ask, what is it that made you the way you are? And I kept pondering, I kept thinking, well, how will I end this speech? And the only thing I could think of is to tell people the thing that got me to this point and the thing that everyone should know is what love looks like. So if I can, every one of you all that came here to support me, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to show you love and the thing that carried me through. I would be remiss not to mention a gentleman in the back corner back there. His name is Captain David Akins. He is, I could go down the list with him. He was an SRO at the high school that I work at right now. And but now he's part of the Jackson City Police Department, head of the Joint Task Force for Drugs and a whole bunch of stuff. See him in the paper all the time because he's doing great things. He brought down this check fraud ring that was stretching over 3 states and all this stuff here. So he's a very, very humble guy. And one of the things I've learned in life is you have to be mindful of who you surround yourself with. And I've surrounded myself with some good people. His wife is back there. She works for me. But I didn't make her come. But they are 2 great individuals that I love to know and have gotten to know. And like I said, my family and everyone else has showed up. So I thank you so much, and I thank you all for this honor. And go Clayton State.